Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are harmful insects that belongs to class Insecta of phylum Arthropoda. They are the vectors of various diseases like malaria, filariasis, encephalitis, dengue, yellow fever, etc. There are over 3,500 known species worldwide, but only a fraction of these species are responsible for biting humans and spreading the diseases. About 100 species of mosquitoes transmit disease to humans. External structure of mosquito. Mosquitoes are a small slender-bodied insect belongs to order Diptera, which is also known as true fly. It has a grayish-black body covered with a tiny scale. Their body is divided into three parts. Head part consists of a compound eyes which is large, well-developed, used for detecting the movement and host. Antenna is long and segmented. Mouth parts, which is also known as proboscis. It is a piercing and sucking type. Labium forms a sheath. Labrum, mandible, maxillae, hypopharynx forms a stylet that pierce the skin and suck the blood. Male usually feed on nectars. Palps, a sensory organs near the proboscis used for mosquito identification. The second body part in mosquitoes is called thorax, which is a fusion of prothorax, mesothorax, and metathorax to form a compact thorax. The mesothorax consists of a pair of thin, narrow, and membranous wings. Wings of female mosquitoes are larger than that of male mosquitoes. Metathorax consists of a pair of rudimentary wings called halters or balancers, which vibrate to produce a characteristic sounds in mosquitoes. The third body part of mosquito is called abdomen. It is a long, narrow, and cylindrical shaped structure consists of 10 segments, in which 8 segments are easily visible. The abdominal segment contains digestive system, reproductive organs, and respiratory opening called spiracles. Life cycle of mosquitoes. Mosquitoes shows a complete metamorphosis in their life cycle. There are four different stages in the life cycle of Anopheles and Culex mosquitoes. They are egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Eggs of mosquitoes. After mating, a female mosquitoes lay eggs in water. They are very small, typically less than 1 mm long, about the size of grain of sand. A female Anopheles lay about 40 to 100 eggs. A female Culex mosquitoes lay 100 to 300 eggs. The eggs are of cigar shaped and attached together forming a raft. There are following differences between eggs of Anopheles mosquitoes and Culex mosquitoes. The eggs of Anopheles mosquitoes are of boat-shaped, whereas the eggs of Culex mosquitoes are of cigar-shaped. The eggs of Anopheles mosquitoes have lateral air floats, whereas the eggs of Culex mosquito do not have lateral air floats. Eggs of Anopheles mosquitoes are laid separately, whereas the eggs of Culex mosquitoes are laid in a group. The eggs of Anopheles mosquitoes are generally found in clean water, whereas the eggs of Culex mosquitoes are generally found in dirty water. Larva of mosquitoes. Under ideal conditions, warm temperature, mosquito's egg hatches into a tiny larva within 2 to 3 days. The larva is small, transparent, called as wriggler. A mosquito's larva has a well-defined head, thorax, and abdomen. The head consists of a pair of compound eyes, a pair of antennae, and mouth brushes to pull the food particles. Thorax of larva is wider than the rest of body part. It consists of three pairs of lateral tuft of hairs. Abdomen is long and segmented. The larva breathing tube siphon is found in the terminal segment, that is 8th, 9th, and 10th segment. Each abdominal segment bears a pair of bristles. There are following differences between larva of Anopheles and larva of Culex mosquitoes. Larva of Anopheles mosquitoes consist of a siphon which is shorter and wider. Larva of Culex mosquitoes consist of siphon which is longer and prominent. Larva of Anopheles mosquitoes is a surface feeder. Larva of Culex mosquitoes is a bottom feeder. Larva of Anopheles mosquitoes during the resting time they remain parallel to the surface water. Larva of Culex mosquito during the resting times They hang from the surface using a long siphon at an angle of 45 degrees. Pupa of mosquitoes. The pupa of mosquito is third and final aquatic stage in mosquito life cycle, often called a tumbler. All mosquitoes' pupa are comma-shaped and consist of two main parts, cephalothorax and abdomen. Cephalothorax is the large fused head and thorax where the transformation to adult primarily occur. Abdomen is flexible, segmented tail used for movement. The last abdominal segment consists of a pair of large swimming paddles. Pupae are active and respond to light and shadow. Pupa change into an imago within 2 to 7 days under the favorable condition. There are following difference between pupa of Anopheles and pupa of Culex mosquitoes. The pupa of Anopheles mosquitoes' breathing trumpets are short, wide, and funnel-shaped. The breathing trumpet of pupa of Culex mosquitoes are long, thin, and cylindrical, like a straight tube or straw. The head of pupa of Anopheles mosquito is small. The head of pupa of Culex mosquito is large. The pupa of Anopheles mosquito is green in color, whereas the pupa of Culex mosquito is colorless. Adult of mosquito. On favorable condition, the pupal skin split at the water surface within 2 to 7 days and the new adult mosquito emerges out, which is called as imago. It rests on the surface until its wings expand and harden, then it flies away. There are following differences between adult of Anopheles mosquitoes and adult of Culex mosquitoes. Adult of Anopheles mosquitoes make an acute angle to the surface while resting. Adult of Culex mosquitoes remain parallel to the surface of water while resting. The wings of Anopheles mosquito is dark and pale spotted, whereas the wings of Culex mosquito is uniformly colored with distinct spots. Adult of Anopheles mosquito cannot fly for a long distance, whereas adult of Culex mosquito can fly for a long distance. Adult of Anopheles mosquito palpi are shorter than proboscis, whereas adult of Culex mosquitoes, palpi and proboscis both are equal in length. Different species of mosquitoes act as a vector for transmitting various types of disease to humans. Some of the life-threatening disease that is transmitted by mosquitoes to humans are malaria, Japanese encephalitis, filariasis, dengue, yellow fever, Zika viruses, chikungunya viruses, etc. There are following preventive measures of infection. Wear a long sleeve shirt and long pants. Use a window screen and mosquito nets. Use EPA-approved insect repellent DEET and picaridin. Regular empty standing water from flower pot, tires, buckets, board bath, and other containers. Use of kerosene, paraffins, etc. in the surface of water containing mosquito larvae and pupae. Use of natural controller larvivorous fish like trout, gambusia, tilapia, etc. to control the mosquito larvae and pupae.